Namaskar. The other day I shared a quote from our master Sri Ananda Murti that spiritual practice is the only purpose of life. But what is the purpose of spiritual practice? The purpose of spiritual practice is to achieve non-duality, oneness, to overcome our sense of separation. So you could say then that non-duality is the only purpose of life. And I like that idea because it makes it somehow more usable in the moment. When I say that spiritual practice is the only purpose of life, then I'm thinking about, okay, I should do more meditation. I should give higher priority to my meditation, which is important. But when I think that non-duality is the only purpose of life, that is something that is right now in this moment. And that's what I want to talk about today, the power of words. So how do we think? We think in words. So words are thoughts and we become what we think. So when we choose powerful words that are connected to the purpose of our life, the purpose of every moment, then we become what we're thinking about. We become those words, and non-duality is an example. So if I think the word non-duality, I become, to some extent, immediately non-duality. I'm focusing on oneness. I'm focusing on that part of reality and that aspect of reality, or that view of reality, which is non-dualistic. And my sense of being shifts from the surface duality to the deeper non-duality the moment I change my focus. So, as a mindfulness practice, thinking that word, non-duality, for me is incredibly powerful. I feel a current of bliss, well-being, peace. Immediately my mind just says that word. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Reflect on the power of words. Understanding that, choose some words that are somehow for you evocative of what are you really aiming at. What is the moment-to-moment experience you would like to experience? And keep those words in your mind. Namaskar. I wanted to say a little bit more about using the word non-duality both in and out of meditation. When you're thinking about non-duality, when your focus is non-duality, when you're doing meditation, what is enjoyable about it is that you are contemplating the experience of oneness with the divine. Or you are contemplating the experience of oneness with totality. And there's a subtle difference between contemplating the divine and contemplating oneness with the divine. Contemplating the divine has more of a sense of separation, subject and object. I'm thinking of the divine. Contemplating non-duality, oneness with the divine, is you're still contemplating the divine, but in an embrace, in oneness. And for those of you who have all the lessons of Ananda Marga meditation, this idea again has subtle differences whether you use it in the first lesson, which is a more impersonal sense, but an incredibly beautiful feeling there when you meditate upon oneness with infinite consciousness. And when you meditate on that feeling of, or that idea of non-duality in the sixth lesson, which is a more personal lesson, So as you hold that idea of non-duality in your mind and you are doing the sixth lesson, for me that also adds a wonderful feeling of, I'll use the word embrace again. So I just wanted to add that, and also talking more about how it feels, even with the eyes open, as you meditate on that idea of non-duality, it gives you this sense of intimacy with your environment. It's not something separate. It's part of me. I'm part of it. We're all one thing. So just holding that in the background of your mind as you look around. We are so subconsciously used to separateness, yet we are connected, but we're not focusing on that. That's why we don't feel it. But the moment that you hold that word non-duality in your mind, you're focused on the connectedness, and it's there, it pops to the surface, and you have it more tangibly. So I just wanted to add those little extra, maybe a more feeling-oriented comment on keeping the word non-duality in your mind as much as possible. Thank you.